Okay, greetings again, my beautiful patriots, starseeds and light workers, and of course our brave military. Freedom fighters around the world that are cleaning up this bloody mess that we've allowed to creep into our world. Welcome to 1776 United, and we are in a worldwide and galactic revolution. Now, Terry just sent me over a video. God bless her. She's always giving me good news. And it's about the Vietnamese people or the country. Vietnam is now formally part of the BRICS. And in order for them to be the BRICS, or any country to be the BRICS, you have to be gold back. Okay? So, they obviously have money around the world, obviously, lots of it, because it's been so manipulated since even, well, before, I think it was 1961. 1958 is when the war started with the French, but they didn't devalue that money or their Vietnamese dong until 1963 when the Americans landed. And Johnson, at that point, took good care of that. He was part of the, I would say he was part of the hit team along with Bush Sr. that unalived John F. Kennedy and his brother Robert. And they have devalued their money, the Vietnamese money, because they were basically going on the gold silver standard. And this is the same MO that happens to every country that tries to break out of this financial slave system that we're in. Until now, there's many, as soon as Russia, India, and China collectively got together and formed the BRICS nations with the gold back of each country's gold back currency, there wasn't much the United States could do at that point. And no matter what they do and no matter what Trump says, that's all optics. He's saying one thing out front to the crowds, but then there's other things going on in the back rooms. You have to understand, Trump is a survivor and he's a businessman. So, and he sees the common sense in this by going in this direction. Now, when the BRICS first formed, there was only 5 countries that started it, and you know the ones. Then there was starting to, and any country that was coming in after that was, slowly breaking the back of the petrodollar. Okay? And then, and it really broke the back when Saudi Arabia joined the BRICS, and that allowed them to start pushing their oil to any country that wanted to buy. And they were receiving gold-backed currency in trade or whatever else that they had in trade. Now we're coming down to, and it goes down the list, and all these countries are slowly coming, not slowly, it was actually quite quick over the last, three years, 140 countries, I guess, now. Have joined, and there's some countries that are left, and of course the Western countries, Europe, and the clowns in the West, in North America, they're holding out, for whatever purpose. It's just it's all it's doing is giving us a slower death, and we want to crash everything. But let's get back to Vietnam. Terry is a wonderful woman that is very busy, always finding great information for me, and and I want to thank her for that. But what she had come up with this is it's a clear indication that now that the Vietnamese dong is now part of the BRICS, now they're able to do trade in their gold-backed currency. So if anybody is holding the Vietnamese dong that was so undervalued or so manipulated, because, I mean, American, for $1, you would get 25,000 Vietnamese dong. And now, I'm understanding, it's at $3.10. And it's gone back. It's actually better than what it was prior to the Vietnam War, because at that time, because they were a very, very strong economy under Ho Chi Minh. Now, Ho Chi Minh, he had done some university over in the United States, and he was he's a high value figure. He was a very popular, figure in Vietnam, but he wanted to, work with the Americans, but the Americans shunned him off. So he said, okay, that's fine. He went over to Russia, and in those days, Russia was communist. Okay, so that's what happened, and that's why you had North and South Vietnam, just the same as you had North and South Korea. This is all instigated through these war hawks that wanted to split and divide these countries. So moving ahead, I mean, I lived through all of that, and then moving ahead to now, I mean, it's the same MO. What they're trying to do, what these war hawks and these clowns are trying to do, is split up these countries. And what Trump is trying to do is drop these borders so everybody can, get together and sing Kumbaya. It's okay. I mean, like in this, all these rules and regulations are just there to depress everybody and separate people and families and everything else. There is still a sense of a rule of law that you have to follow. But, what's going on now, and I don't want to get off the subject here, but I mean, Vietnam, was $2.80 before the war had started. Now it's $3.10 with the Iraqi dinar, which was also attacked and destroyed by the deep state Americans, was, I think, $4, around $4 before they were attacked through under Saddam Hussein. And he wanted to go on the gold standard. He didn't want to deal with it. Same with the Muammar Gaddafi. He didn't want to deal with the petrodollar because it was worthless. Every country on the planet knows that the petrodollar is worthless because it's not gold back. There is no backing to it. And no matter what they try to do, it's still going to be worthless at the end of the day. But in order to be part of the BRICS, you have to have as much gold or silver or precious, whatever you've got, to cover the money that you print. Okay? And so what you're looking at now is a currency that once it goes into the BRICS, that country has to cover their dollars that they're using for trade. They have to prove that there's a gold, as much precious, physical, tangible commodity as what they're printing. And from what I understand, there is a shitload of Vietnamese dong around the world right now. And if you are holding it, you're going to be very rich. That's what I believe. And this revaluation, it's not when, it's not if, it's when. This is just a matter of time that this is all going to happen. And I would get out there and do it. I mean, same with Indonesia, right? I've only got 30 seconds left, but same as Indonesia. That was also invaded by the United States, and that is like 11,000 to 1. Same with Colombia, always under attack, whatever. That's 4,000 to 1. So what I'm saying to you folks, get out there and buy some foreign currency because it's valued a lot better than the dollar the pound, or the euro. Those three currencies are going to non exist. They're going to be evaporated, okay? Have a great day.